Good evening, punters and dribblers, or whatever time of day you're watching this. Welcome back to About Even, number one betting show on the planet. Thanks to our good friends at Ned's, whom we love dearly. If you can have a punt, do it with Ned's. Quick little Ned's plug. Not that this whole show isn't a Ned's plug. Our new dog, More Shots, is running Thursday night. I don't know exactly the time. We'll get that. Someone will have something flash up maybe on the screen.
I thought that was like some sort of trick on the show or something you were doing.
Did you think I was like, I had something planned? Excuse me, this is God. Okay. Is it getting picked up on the mics? Hard to tell. Well, let's assume.
It'll be pretty loud, won't it?
That's what it Okay, good.
At least people know what's going on.
Yeah, we'll keep this in. Keep this all in.
Where's the muster station around here?
Yeah, I don't know.
We don't know where the muster station
are we meant to have like a musterer's fireman's hat or whatever? Like you're the marshal or whatever? Tobbler's the fire mark. Okay.
There we are.
Okay. That was just a fire alarm check, guys. Can't be too safe. A lot of cords around here. There's every chance this place catches on fire at some point, and you just got to know how to get out.
Didn't you love it in like primary school when you were at a class where you're like, fuck, I haven't done the homework, like something bad, and then just the fire alarm goes off, the test, and they do one like every term, and you're like, fuck.
We used to get quite a few bomb threats in Dubbo, and you just have to go and fucking sit on the kids would call up and say there's a bomb in the school.
Jesus.
And we just go down to the Oval and just chill there all day. They got to sweep the whole fucking school.
I guess, like, when you've just, like, and that's probably, if you just had the balls to do that, you could have got yourself out of a lot of shit.
Yeah. Well, just those little things at the time are nothing, but you think because you haven't done, it's not like the exam, but you just haven't done something that you're meant to hand in.
Yeah, calling a bombie.
And you're just like, all right.
Loved a bombie. Loved a bombie.
We never got a single bombie ever, did we?
No, we didn't get a bombie.
I don't remember a bombie.
I don't remember a bombie. I remember something, although maybe that was something different.
You know what? I might call in a bombie after a bad week. Our dog, More Shots. That's right. Eddie and I own a pooch. More Shots is running Thursday night. I'll check the details and come back to you during the show, punters and dribblers. But if you want to have a punt on More Shots, you do it in the Neds app and you do it in the About Even group. Just get in the About Even group. That's all I'll say.
Yep.
That's all I'll say.
A lot
That's
of
all
fun
I
in
can
there.
say.
A lot of fun in there. If you jumped on our pot last week, Tom and I went out to the racetrack and gave it a red hot crack. We fell short, but shit, it was fun. So make sure to get on the next one. We're not doing one this week, so keep your eyes peeled for next week. Yep. In fact, next week we are running one when we're doing our day,
the race day,
the dribblers day out.
Yeah.
Tickets in the show notes. Tickets in a link in our
tickets
Instagram.
are flying as well. It's going to be a serious.
They're
crew.
flying.
It's going to be a serious crew. We've got to make sure we have some for us.
This is going to be unmissable, son. Yep. Absolutely fucking unmissable.
Rando, we've got confirmed. Rue, we've got confirmed. Sebo, you are not coming.
No, I'm up with my mate Gaz playing golf in Brisbane.
Are you playing with Gaz?
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
Gaz LFC 90.
Yeah, going to his home course.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Maybe back to the house for like a dinner or something?
Well, yeah, maybe. Not going to
Meet
give
Ash.
away his living location, but it's pretty darn close to the course.
Whoa. But yeah, that race day, 19th of April, Easter long weekend, Saturday, trackside, members, booze, food included in the ticket price, ribbon and tear, Tom and Eddie, and also a touch of bogan with some punters and dribblers fedoras. So get it together and get some tickets. Eddie.
Yes, Tom?
Tobbler's just told me that More Shots is at Wentworth Park, race 5, 8:25 p.m. Number 6, More Shots tomorrow night.
Number 6, More Shots, 8:25 p.m.
It came third last week.
Yeah, it didn't look
by a pubic hair.
and looked good.
Yeah.
And we're hearing reports that everything's looking hunky-dory.
Yep.
Signs are good.
Sweet dog.
Great dog. Beautiful dog.
Sweet dog.
Great signs.
How's everyone? Roo?
Mate, I'm okay.
You true blue, mate, or what?
Poor week on the bets. My Supercoach draft team is in absolute fucking shambles. Lomax out this morning. Keeney already gone. So, a bit blue, to be honest with you, boys.
Yeah,
Need to
okay.
pick me up.
Roo's blue.
Yeah, 6 weeks.
That's tough.
That is tough.
Tough going.
Sebo sobered up since the golf day, mate?
Yeah, a little bit. But then, certain things happened that made it a big 72 hours for me.
Do you have a big 72 hours, mate?
Well, not like I got home from the golf day at 12 because of something happened to me. And then
Yeah, would you?
I don't know. And then of course get home. Millie's got work the next day. I have to wake up. Like I'd been tranquilized or something. And then
Oh, shit.
start looking after the kids. They're sick. Of course, that gets into my body system by Sunday. I'm feeling like shit.
Oh, you got sick?
Oh, yeah.
You've got to be having more good days, mate. My wife's sick at home. My kids are sick. The good days just keep me going.
Yeah, but when you got double rhinovirus infected little babies and they're just like laughing at you, spitting in your face, and you've got a weak immune system because someone's shot like a dart gun into your neck or something.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Is
Very
that what happened?
suggestive.
Well, you've heard the story.
I've heard the story. I've heard the story. I've heard the story. I'm going to tell you what the story
No, we
is.
can't
I've heard
tell you the story. That wouldn't be good.
I've heard the story.
But yeah, bounce back, wrapping up the major. We got the Hacker Tours going on sale tomorrow, actually.
Yeah,
So if you want to come on a golf trip with me, get a goddamn ticket tomorrow. But otherwise, pretty good. Supercoach went all right. Bets, not so good. I kind of hate the Sharks. I hate the Knights again. We're back to,
Sharks are a weak rugby league side, and we
they
know
are.
that. And we've been saying that for some time. Eddie, let's get into some
Let's get
accountability
into it.
then. Let's just get into it.
Raiders 24 defeated the Sharks 20. I said in my post on the About Even Instagram page, join, follow if you haven't, because you're missing out, is that everyone just bought into Ramian, Jesse Ramian, hook, line and sinker. Jesse Ramian. Big bold call. Sebo hops off Nicker and Young, who scored twice for good measure.
Yep.
It was back rower weather. Once we worked out that Rando was giving us the peak of the day at 1 p.m. in the afternoon, 22 degrees. It was cool at night. It was back rower weather. And it was a back rowers game. Raiders plus 10.5 into Nicker into Young. This is what I had at 10.59. Seb hops off that and hops onto Ramian. Tom had Ramian.
Well, I actually
Guru
just
had
had
Ramian.
Raiders outright, and then I just jumped on last minute like a fucking coward.
But like in back-to-back weeks, Tom's gone, I've got a good feeling about the Raiders. Week before that was I got a good feeling about South. And he just muddies the water with crap.
Yeah, dude. I'm not.
What's wrong with you?
I am not clear of mind. I'm not clear of mind.
I'm going to take a good feeling bet and put Ramian in there.
I'm not of clear sound
Who's
mind.
not a Raider, by the way.
I'm not of
Fucking
pure heart or sound mind.
Ridiculous bet.
Good game.
So dumb.
Yeah. Look, I deserved everything that happened to me on the weekend because of swapping those two out for Ramian. When we know we've done this, our 5th year? When we know that's who Ramian is. Like, Staggs is hard, but he's prestigious to get. Ramian isn't prestigious to get.
No.
There's no Ramian trophy.
He's not a trophy
I don't
fish.
know why I did it, but like every 5, 6, 7 years, you're like, maybe I'll try Turkish Delight again. Oh, I tried it. It tastes like shit.
It still
Like,
does. No, I'm with you. Turkish like you're in the favourites. Fucking, it's the last one of the favourites. I'll have it. Nope, it sucks.
Okay, great. So that's Ramian. Put a line through him, at least from my betting perspective.
No, I'm with
forever.
you there.
Like,
I'm with you there.
just-
You got anything to say about for yourself, Rando?
Mate, I mean, as soon as Tom jumped on it, it was
Oh,
over.
fuck
It was
off.
absolutely over. That was a curse.
Don't
Me and
listen, I
Sebo, the
know I'm
Greek
an easy target
fortunes,
up
it was
here.
happening. It was happening.
Jesus Christ.
lured both into a Ramian. That was
Bit
fucking.
of Turkish Delight on a fucking.
Oh, that's good.
went for it,
Yeah,
dude.
you've got caramello there. You've got your crunchies. You've got your moros. You've got your flakes, your boosts, and he's like, have a fucking Turkish Delight instead. Rookie. Cowboys 22 defeated the Panthers 18. Under 50.5 hits for me. Love it. Liam Martin doesn't score. Jenkins doesn't score. Tungo doesn't score twice. Cowboys plus 13.5. Nice bet, Tom. Put a little Liam in there.
Again, that was my other thing. I mean, got to give me the leg though, right? Cows plus 13.5. Again, that was again another vibes thing, and I fucked it. Yep. I've been saying this. How long have I been saying this to you? I go, you look at the Penrith side, not this week, the last couple of weeks, you go, this is not the team that wins comps or that won comps.
Yep.
They are fucking decimated.
Yep.
There's like 2 people in there. It's
and with a particularly big out. Dill Edwards holds the whole fucking thing together.
Listen, I'm an idiot. I accept.
Yep, you accept. Good man. Now, we go to the Rabbitohs defeating the Roosters 20-14. The boys all tripled Latrell.
I didn't triple him, did I?
Didn't you triple him?
No,
No, he didn't.
I didn't triple him.
Okay, that works for you then.
Fucking oath it does. I didn't triple anyone. I'm not in a place to triple.
This one really hurt on Saturday morning as I wake up, obviously a bit hungover, and then Millie's out, left the kids. I'm like, okay, I'll do the KO mini. I'll throw the KO mini of the game. I missed the game. I didn't even think
I had
to check
South
the score.
minus 6.5 end of trial.
Oh, you did?
And even knowing he doesn't
Tell me what that
bang,
was.
and then just watching it, like,
Yeah.
like, did I mischeck the app or something? Like,
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
going on here? And then you're like, you fucker.
Well, because he went over and I'm like, this is great. Thank Christ.
Yeah, I had the Trell miss, and 20 minutes before that, shout out to Casey McLean, dummied to Jenkins with an open fucking try line. So
Jenkins doesn't seem to want to score for you. Is this like your 10th week in a row being on
this will be my
Jenkins?
third incoming.
Is he a
so
CBA or are you just
I
stuck on
love
him?
Jenkins, the Milky
Okay.
Bar kid. Big
Yeah.
fan. I think he's been unlucky the first 2 weeks. I'm starting to think I might be the problem.
Yeah, what's going on with you, mate?
Yeah, I'm a bit all over
Yeah,
the
I
place.
think you're fucking Jenkins here.
Like, talk to us.
Can you sort of just talk us
Can you
through
just talk us through what's going on?
with
Yeah,
you
look-
and Jenkins?
I'm a little bit out of my groove at the moment. I found it late last year. I'm in a world of hurt right now, and I'm a bit lost. I think you accused Tom of losing his identity last week.
Yeah.
My identity's on the side of a milk carton. They're trying to find.
Oh
it.
shit, really? In
Yeah,
case, so like,
I'm just not looking at him with confidence at all, boys.
I think I may have found my identity again this week. It's which we can get to that, but I understand what it feels like to lose your identity because it's not fun.
It's not.
It's not fun.
Yeah.
Right?
Next game. Now, just give me a sec. I'm just going to update this thing so I can run seamlessly through it.
Thank fucking hell. I was like, excuse me.
I didn't lose a bit of my identity. I feel I did that thing of like, oh, I bought a pair of cool new pants and I feel really fresh in them. And then like maybe I'll add a little gold necklace over the t-shirt like that other guy wearing the pants. You know what I mean? You just get a little bit carried
Dude,
away.
I had a dream the other night that I became a necklace guy, and I remember like catching myself in the mirror. I hadn't thought about that until you said it. And I remember catching myself in the mirror, and I'm like, "Oh shit, I'm a necklace guy now." Like, what the fuck? Like, it's not my vibe at all. And then I woke
I'm a
up and I was
necklace
like-
guy now.
I woke up and I was like, ugh, because it wasn't even like a cool chain. It was like some weird, like beady fucking necklace.
like shell kind
yeah,
of.
that sort of. I was like, oh, what the fuck?
Like White Lotus. Shout out White Lotus,
I
by
haven't
the
finished
way.
it yet.
Did you
Yeah,
like the
of
ending?
course
Did you
you
like the
haven't
ending?
finished it.
I had to finish maths.
I loved it.
Yeah,
I
same.
like, and Walter Goggins, he was in Vice Principals, always loved him as an actor. And
He's
now-
terrific.
And now I've got that thing though where it's like, oh, I discovered this band before everyone else did. And he's just like, Walter Goggins, he's my fucking actor. He's my little Sam Rockwell. My top 5 actors, Walt Goggins, Sam Rockwell.
Was he
Gary
actually in your? Was Walt Goggins in your top 5? Or you added him now?
No,
like, because he's cool.
He's in,
It's a CBA in
he's in
hindsight.
the
yeah.
Tarantino movies. He's in Vice Principals.
I'm not
which
saying
I-
that.
But the,
You've
thing, the
never
problem
fucking said his name before.
is you're saying it now after White Lotus season
Fair
3's
enough,
come
fair
out. You
enough.
didn't say it last year. No.
Fair
so
enough.
it's a knock on you.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's stolen valor almost
Yeah.
somehow. Like,
Okay.
oh,
It'd be like saying, mate, I always rated Cleary after he's won a comp. You didn't say
He
it
was
before
my.
that.
He wasn't. It was pretty close to a CBA then.
But you
But never
didn't. But you
mentioned
haven't brought him up, and that's where you've gone wrong.
When I
Now-
tried to shove Vice Principals down everyone's throat.
No,
for days.
not-
that's
not
a
on the
whole
show.
That's
Not on the show.
That's a whole show. That's a whole show.
Who's your CBA you've got an eye on at the moment?
As in an actor I love,
Yeah.
up and coming.
Shyamalan?
Yeah, I was about to say Timothy Chalamet.
Young ones, I don't know. Maybe
Doesn't have to be young.
Maybe what's his face from Gladiator?
The guy that was in Normal
Or
People.
Mezcal.
He's not.
I don't know.
Pedro
Maybe
Pascal.
He's not a CBA.
To be honest, in terms of like a guy that I'm frothing,
Guy
is
in
not going to.
fucking Gladiator. You mean like a blockbuster film? That's
And he was
fucking-
also, wasn't he in Normal People? Yeah, he's
Normal People.
huge.
Yeah.
He's played
This has had a
200
crush on him
first
for like
grade
10 years.
Guy, this fucking guy.
This guy's a mess.
This guy's
Let's
all
move
over
on.
the show.
I think we just established that he's calling it after the fact based on that.
yeah.
Eels 23 defeated the Dragons 22. You know fucking what we mate. That's Rue last week talking all kinds of shit. I saw it. I saw what they were.
Credit.
The Dragons fucking played their grand final against the Storm the week before. It doesn't need to be $7 or $8 odds, Tom, for it to be a grand final because that's still a massive game. If you're beating the premiership favourites, right, that's a grand final if you're a dog shit side. And that's what happened. And they come up against the Eels, who were playing their grand final, and they grind out a fucking tight W. They were down 20-6. It was a hell of a comeback, but they still get the chockies, and I still triple it, and I still get the glory.
No, listen, I think that's applause worthy.
Thank you.
It's only this motherfucker that could curse a curse.
Again, you just come at
you guys, because I said good bet, Eddie, and you guys gave me shit and go, that's how you get ahead. And both
Everyone's
of these
just
guys
trying-
go,
everyone's
both of
just
you
trying
guys
to
go,
hurt
no,
attention
you
of
get ahead
themselves.
by tripling
I
Trells,
also
not the
fucking
Eels.
Walter
That's
Goggins
it.
over here. I also said it was a good bet,
Listen,
Eddie. I just didn't fucking bet on it.
my bet was so good that the hot seat curse was evaporated.
Well, no, it's that I
Such was
saw-
the purity of the bet.
I just covered my ass and went, listen, I'm going to be on it if it gets up, so I'll go hot seat, and if it doesn't, I'm also happy. I don't
But
care either
the point
way.
is,
Credit to me.
every week the hot seat goes down. This week you try to fuck me with
No,
the
I didn't
Eels.
try to
Yes,
fuck you.
did. Yes,
I wasn't trying to fuck you. That was
No,
me.
I heard you.
That was covering me
I heard
ass.
you. I was sitting over
That was
there. You
covering
tried
me
to fuck
ass.
me,
That
you
was just
dickhead.
good, honest
Yeah, right.
betting. That was just good,
But
smart hot seat play.
the power of my rugby league mind is such that I can break the curses, and I did. So credit to me.
And to me.
Gutho gets up for Tom. Well
Credit to
done.
me. Sort of.
he's
Listen,
only-
I'm back officially with a $2.15 bet.
Yep.
First bet, I think, in a couple of weeks.
Well, in a car, first bet in
Significant
21.
amount of time. There we go.
21
It's nice.
weeks.
Well, it's
21
better
weeks.
than 43.
Yeah,
Whatever the
yeah,
fuck
yeah.
it was.
Yeah, but you're giving it a red hot crack. Sebo had under 48.5. Unders again, baby.
Yep.
Unders are naughty.
Man, it's unders like every week.
I sort of want to get on
It's
unders.
like-
It's like I feel like I'm
strayed
missing
from
out
where
on
I
like
went.
a cool
Like
party.
that's what I'm talking about. Where I went a bit too gold necklacey. Of course, the only bet that hit is when I can sense an unders. That's my. You've got some nice jeans. You don't need anything more kind of vibe.
Don't try
Like,
to dress this
yeah,
up.
Yeah. Like, might be changing some bets later on.
Guru has Gutho, Lomax, Riley Smith, and Dragons 1 to 12. So just another poor bet.
That's a man
Could've
who's
just
just
said I
trying to
didn't got it.
conserve.
No, but I want to pull out. I just want to pull out, the legs for you.
That's very
Just
fair.
85-68. That's a man trying way too hard. Dolphins 36 defeat the Titans 10. Now, unfortunately for me, I went with Rando, then I went against him. I owe you $50, old son. Give me your details after the show.
Beautiful.
Which was fucking annoying because I would have been on for a beautiful week if I just listened to you, but I didn't. I spat in your face and I paid, dearly for
I
it.
thought you got up on the Dolphins. You spat in his face, did you?
Yeah.
I did.
Let that
I-
be a lesson to the rest of you on the
Don't
panel.
spit in his
Yeah,
face.
but
Not to
then it
challenge my
was, but
stats.
it's sort of, it's up against Uranian stuff, and so I don't know where you're
Once
at. to be
again,
honest.
Tom was on it. That was the difference.
Don't
If Tom was on my unders,
fucking
I swear
do
to
this to me, Rando. I was, though. I fucked it.
Otherwise, it's all red. Herbie
No.
doesn't score for Roo, unfortunately.
I don't even remember putting unders in my bet. That's a fucking
Broncos 46 defeat the Tigers 24. Sebo bangs with a Shibasaki.
70th min.
Yeah, I think it's the last time I'm on him. Just enjoy the last kind of, walk out of the pokey machine when you've got, you're in a bit of profit. Because that did not look like happening at all until that try.
It's a tough watch, wasn't it? It was
And you're just
brutal.
like, yeah.
And the
Hey,
try was like full, like shit show
Yeah.
try.
Yeah, you're just like, get me out of here now. I'm walking away on this one, but thank you, Shibby.
Yeah, like you got a feature off a 5-cent hit at the end. You're like, okay, I'm fucking out of here. This thing's done.
Terrell May, he's ready, wasn't he?
Yeah, no, he's ready to go. Got unlucky in that one.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah, it was tight.
Sweet. Yeah, nice, mate. Storm 48 defeated the Seagulls 24.
Ugh.
Guru with a Munster 345.
Yeah, I
Come
won't
on, mate.
praise
Get
too
pumped
much.
up.
No,
Get pumped up for your only
Celebrate
winner.
yourself, mate.
yeah, no, I'm pretty happy with this one. I got to credit Tom to this one for bagging the shit out
Jeez,
of.
poor old Tommy Burns today. He didn't even fucking. I'm just getting my asshole licked clean, and I didn't ask for it.
You didn't concede 50 on the bright side.
Well, that's premiership medal there.
Season's still alive until your captain walks out.
Premiership medal.
Well, he leaves at the end of the season. So.
Yeah.
The season's still alive, and then him leaving is no bearing on the
Can you win a
season.
comp this year, genuinely, you think?
Yes.
Do you reckon you'll finish top 4?
I think we'll win the
Yes.
comp, so yeah.
Tommy Turbo comes back. Obviously,
One
For how
week
long?
on, 1 week
What?
off kind of vibes. So how many?
No,
how many weeks are
I
left
want him.
there?
I want him to come back at the business end like Cleary does every year and
Yeah.
he'd dominate.
come back like sort of after Origin.
Yep.
Come back for maybe a couple weeks before Origin. Maybe get injured, miss Origin, then come back after Origin, then just play through to the
We're
finals.
scheduling an injury, so is that
No,
where we're
I
at?
want him to get. I want him to come back, dominate, and then get injured to like round 17, round 18.
And well, no, because I want us to get in the top 4. So then we've got to be there.
No,
or
that's still enough
thereabouts.
games.
Well,
enough
as
games.
long as we fucking are there or thereabouts.
We will be, mate. We're a good side. Great side. Bulldogs 20 defeated the Knights 0. Held them to fuck or nothing.
That game sucked.
That was
so-
a nice see you later 6 p.m. game.
Yeah.
Like that was.
Oh, yeah, I don't love the Sunday 6
Oh, it's the worst time slot there
It's
is.
done now, though. We're back to
we're back
That
to
was
the.
like have the shitter here for that.
We're back to
that
the
Can I
last
ask a
good
time.
stuff.
daylight savings question of my chums that are on the show here today? I've never been more fucked around by the changing of the hours ever in my life. Usually I'm like, oh, get a little bit of an extra sleep in the morning or fucking whatever. It has completely fucked me.
In what way?
I'm tired and fucked all the time. And like, I haven't been able to I haven't once.
Sleeping well?
I haven't once enjoyed the sleep in. I've just felt out of whack the whole time.
Tell you what's really fucked is when you have twins whose body clock is 4 a.m. and then we lose the hour. So Sunday for me was
3 a.m.
Yeah. That's what it is. One of the kids gets up at like fucking 5 in the morning.
And I was just like, I got no choice here. Like this is
They get up at 4 a.m.
one of them usually like starts stirring at 4 for sure. Now they're kind of like not waking each other as much.
Are they sort of like Mark Wahlberg and The Rock? Like they only need 4 hours sleep. They get up.
They go to bed at
5
like 6:37, and one of them will wake up at like 4. That's just the way it is.
You put them to bed a bit later, or
Tried
Tried
that.
that. Tried that a million
Have
times.
you tried? You sure? Tried. What about if you just
Have
told
you
me
tried
that?
asking them to go- have you tried asking them to go back to
4:30
sleep?
this morning.
just go, oi, go back to sleep, mate.
They're standing in their cot going, I'm like, you know what? Rather than fight it, get him up, laugh with him. He starts like, this is a lot easier than just go back to sleep for like 45 minutes. That failing, it's like, you know, just
make it
lean
easier.
into it.
What time are you going to bed then?
Last night was like 9:30.
Okay, that's not too bad. Yeah. It's not too bad.
Yeah, good for you, man. Unit scoopers. Tom had 1 from 4. I was 2 from 3. Nice, let me down. That would have been a mega week. It would have been touch yourself territory. Disappointing. Sebo.
I was actually 2 from 4 because I changed Marky Mark for Tonga because Marky Mark didn't play. You really are fucking me this week.
Well, but it's you got to update the sheet like everyone else does.
you don't update the sheet midweek.
Sebo does.
Do you update the sheet if you have like someone drop out, or do you just
Usually
message
I
the
do.
group?
Yeah, usually he
I
does.
just message the group. That's my update.
You don't even put your bets in here.
I
in the
know.
first
No,
It
now-
makes it so hard for everyone, bro.
My bets are always
Makes
in
it hard
there.
for the
This is the
graphics,
first week they
editing.
haven't
You
gone
won't-
in.
Are you going to put them in?
Yeah, of course I am.
Okay,
There's a reason I didn't put him in because I didn't want to get. I didn't want to have my mind fucking warped by your
New
bets.
rule. If you don't update the sheet, I won't update mine. There you go.
Well, that's never been a rule. So fuck.
Can I have access to the sheet?
yeah.
Sweet.
This sheet.
Mate,
I don't
just
think I
pay
have it.
attention to the WhatsApp.
You don't
group,
have
mate.
this?
Oh, I
If
do.
you change
sorry,
your bet,
yes.
update the sheet. Fucking piece of piss. Jesus Christ.
I'll see you in the message bank.
Yeah, well, I won't update it. So there you go. Lippy, and you'll just you'll lose your legs, mate. Lose your legs. Lippy
not
3
an
from
issue
8, whatever. Tommy in the hot seat again. Well done, mate.
Thanks, everyone.
Well
Getting
done,
crunch
mate.
time there.
We
How
are
many
up
more
to
weeks we
week
got?
7.
Shit, I almost want to lose.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 5 weeks you're going to win. You reckon you win 5 weeks?
So this is round 6, and because we have
This is
round
the worst
0,
week for me to
No,
win. Actually,
this is the
like,
7th week in the hot seat.
Yeah, because
Like,
it's round 6.
last
because we've
week
done
was-
round 0.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Vegas,
last
yeah.
week was actually a bad week to win from like the
Yeah.
rotational perspective.
Who's after you? Is it me?
I think
Sebo.
me.
No, Sebo than me. Than you.
Okay.
You're in a pretty
I'm
good
in an
spot.
okay spot. I've fallen ass first.
So you're going to win 5 in a row.
It'd be a biblical run.
Okay, well, listen, it's not impossible.
No, it's not.
Because I don't think anyone's throwing it from here.
No, you wouldn't throw it from me. That'd be madness. Weekly leaderboard. I had 3 from 9, 8.14 units in the green. Tommy second, Mr. Conservative, minus 4.05. Lippy third, minus 8.25. Guru fourth, minus 9. And Sebo, get the shovel, son! Minus 10.07.
Oh yes. I didn't think there was a shovel this week.
Yeah, there's a shovel.
So Tobler left it on my desk. I was like, what the fuck?
The triple hurts, and then the bets that got up for you were like 1.9. So yeah, they didn't help you. Oh, nice. That's just stabbing into your back.
Should really be wearing it on the front.
So I'll take that. Yoink.
Well, does that go to the
Oh, no, it
overall
goes to
winner,
you.
though? So
Yeah,
thank you.
I got the shovel and the bell.
That's unheard of.
I'm a bipolar golfer. I'm a bipolar
The nice.
punter.
You never
There
see
we go.
that. You never see that. Leaderboard. Sebo's still in the green, 2.49. I get to the green, 1.5. Lippy minus 12.89. Guru minus 23.58. Tom minus 38.7.
We already knew I was bad, right? I was already in the 30s, which was
Poor
obviously
old
embarrassing,
Rue's had
but
a
Rue,
ton of
dude.
a run.
Rue getting into the 20s. You're basically with me now, you fucking loser.
Yeah, I'm closer to you than I should be.
Yeah, you are. Oh, this is going to change. You're going to keep sliding. I can feel it. I don't
Take
feel
it.
any confidence.
No, I know. He's all at
From him?
sea.
I don't feel any confidence.
He's all at sea.
I'm used to getting beaten down and coming back up off the canvas and then beaten down again. But Rue just, he wears it.
I know.
And I was paying rent on the canvas this time last year.
Yeah,
I'll be back.
he
Don't
wears
worry.
it though. You show
You know what?
the
You know what? You know
sadness.
what? Roos fall into this habit of like favourites, like the best team will always win. Like it doesn't always go that way in rugby league, mate. You know what I mean? Like I would
It's
have
a
thought
funny
of,
game,
I would
rugby
have thought
league.
of all people. I thought of all people you would get that good sides can lose to shit ones.
I just had it playing over my head all weekend. One of you said the Phil Gould comment last week. Everyone wins one, everyone loses one. I was like, fuck, that's exactly what this weekend was.
Well, that's because Sibbo gets it.
Yeah. I
Even
didn't
though he had
back
a
it,
bad,
but
even though he had
yeah.
a bad week, he still gets it.
But yeah, I mean, everyone's won one now, right? Yeah.
And everyone's
So
lost
Phil
one.
was
Actually,
right.
no, not everyone's
We've got to
lost
track
one.
this
Dogs.
every year. Phil was right by round 5. So if
Well, Dogs
coming up
haven't
to
lost.
Dogs
round-
haven't lost.
everyone's well. There we go.
And who's in charge of them?
Yeah,
The Gould father.
He's actually smart. He's a fucking genius.
He's a genius.
Should we bet?
Yeah, let's bet.
First up, we've had some what feel like some pretty fucking shit Thursday night games, at least on paper. And then like the last Thursday turned out to be a cracking game. But just from like a Thursday night perspective, I feel like we've had some poo, and I don't know that I love this one. Fish Panthers, Suncorp, $2.90 for the Dolphins, and $1.42 the Panthers. 7.5 the line, the total 48.5. Welcoming in random stats guy who fucking jinxed Manly, bro.
Oh yeah.
Don't you ever
Oh, don't
fucking
tell
do that
me.
again.
It was game over.
That was so fucked up.
That was so evil, bro.
He put up. Did you see the post he put up where he goes, "Manly undefeated at home since the good day sign"?
No matter what I
He put that
like 2
great
hours before
engagement
the
though.
game.
It's
And I was just-
sensational engagement.
I was like,
Check
"You
the numbers,
fucking
Toddler.
piece of shit,
Popped
Brando."
off. The comments popped off. You're
That's
welcome.
unreal.
And
Good on
then
you, Rando.
obviously we got fucked. Anyway, welcome back. I forgot about that.
Evil behaviour.
No, it was a good week. The Cowboys, they may never lose again. Top 1,000th in Supercoach and won the side bet from Eddy. So great week for me.
You're in the top 1,000.
No, just for the
He's
last
coming like
week.
35,000.
27, thanks.
Hey, would you have posted the good day thing if they weren't playing Melbourne, just out of interest?
Sorry?
Did you post the good day thing because you knew they were playing Melbourne and they were going to get
Oh, well,
fucked
the
up?
Hughes was out, and I generally thought Manly would win. I give it to Sebo like straight after the show, so I didn't know Hughes
Yeah,
was
and
going
I
to
did-
play.
Well, mate,
so I thought you guys were a shot.
I don't know how you can announce someone like Hughes is coming back an hour before the game and just fuck the punter.
Literally.
Like, heavy-
I mean,
went heavy
Tyron
on a
Wishart at
Tyron
right
Wishart.
wingers.
You should, yeah. Like, I feel like if that happens, when you got Tyron Wishart anytime at $2 whatever because he's starting in the 7 jersey, like, if Hughes comes in late, it should be like, you can void your bet if you want because you've just been fucked in the ass. You should be allowed to do that.
Why are you pulling a face?
Yeah,
I just got to pay more attention. It was pretty evident he was going to play from.
Fuck.
How was that good? But then also you don't want.
How do you-
Why
the
would they
reverse
leave him
way.
in the 24-hour squad if he wasn't going to play?
Because they were waiting to see if his hand was all right.
No, you were waiting to see if his hand was all right.
Well,
They
I
knew.
wasn't waiting for shit, dude. If you're named, you're named.
Yeah, that's the school I come from.
Yeah.
We can't all be like paying attention to 24-hour squads. I didn't even know that was a thing.
No.
Name him or don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what are we talking about? I want to get to the ground and get printed off the fucking sheet, the starting side, and it say the names.
Yes. I don't think that's too much to ask.
That's
Edward.
not too much to ask. You know
But
what I
in
mean?
I'm all for
reverse
it.
to that, if you
Having
were
sausage
a
sandwich
wily
pie
punter,
program.
like that sort of stuff you pick up on, you know what I mean? If we had someone telling us like Hughes is playing, the line's only 4.5, you should take it. You know, you can take advantage of it as well, is what I'm saying.
Yes, you can.
Yes.
So
But still, I think of the punter and the dribbler.
But the punter
who
can
gets
ma-
to the
punter-
ground with a sausage sizzle in their hand,
Yeah,
and
and
they
their
buy the
family there,
program,
yeah.
and they got the family, and they just want to know.
Pay
the
their
names.
memberships.
Pay their memberships. They pay their entry fees, Gold
Yeah.
Coast donations to the Salvos, all the good, honest Australian
Yeah.
stuff that should be done.
Yeah.
And they're getting fucked. It's not right.
Program's getting a run still. Do they sell them?
No.
a
Big
book?
League's back, but only digital, I think. They brought it back this
They're
year.
doing for grand final. I'm pretty sure out
Yeah.
there on the day, but
And
Good
the
at
annual.
big program guy.
was
I love that.
Yeah.
It just happens to be lucky I've got a studio now to store them all in.
All right.
Anyway.
Brando, where were we?
The weather for Brisbane, 1 millimetre expected in the Arvo, should be dry come kickoff. Obviously, Dylan Edwards is a big in for the struggling Panthers. Since 2023, the Panthers have a 76% win record with them playing, as opposed to 54% win record without him. The Panthers, they also love playing at Suncorp, winning each of their last 11 fixtures at the venue at night. So I do like the Panthers there. For try scorers, Isaac Tungo's try-scoring fortunes drastically change, when Nathan Cleary is in the side. In the last 2 seasons, he's played 31 games. In the 16 he has played with Cleary playing, he has scored 10 tries. In the other 15 he has played without him, he's only scored 2 tries. He's also scored in 3 of his last 3 games at Suncorp, and the Finns' left edge is their weakest. A massive rant there about Isaac Tungo, just priced at 240.
I love that. But I think 245 is a nice bit of juice for a young Isaac Tungo. I don't know if anyone else agrees with that, but I've got him in there. But before I go, Edward, what are you thinking, mate?
Mate, I was going to start off the week with something simple because I like to get momentum working into a rugby league betting week. And I just look at the Panthers here at -7.5. They're against the Dolphins. Again, punters and dribblers, they get up for their first win of the season last week. I don't think they're a side with a shitload of rugby league momentum because I don't rate them. The Panthers, are they going to lose 5 on the trot? I think highly unlikely. With the addition of Dylan Edwards, he's a familiar face with a heap of influence. I just think they fucking give it to the Dolphins. I originally had $1.90. Off the back of my disrespect to Rando last week, I feel I'm going to add a Tungo here just to juice it slightly up to 363. That gets me out the gate nicely, I believe, punters and dribblers.
Yep. Lovely, Edward. I'm going back to some Old Testament living this week, which is just shit at a wall sort of stuff.
Yeah,
shit
like
at a
huge
wall,
odds that don't get up.
decent odds. Well, not don't get up. That's the thing. Not don't get up. Some get up, and you only need a couple to get up.
But you're not going to get yourself off the bottom. You're just going to.
Right now I'm almost in the 40s, right? I'm in the 40s, right?
You're still in the
is,
60s.
But if
I'm
I'm negative 38. Right
Yeah,
now.
but you go up by total kitty.
What I'm saying is, when we count the fucking, we do the leaderboard, Tom is minus 38 units.
Yeah,
that's what we're talking about.
If you look at the total kitty.
I understand that, but how do we discuss it, Tom, minus 38 units? That's how we refer to it, and that's how I'm referring to it. And right now, it's about holding the line. I'm just bailing water right now. I'm not jumping off the boat. I'm bailing fucking water.
He'll do this for 10 weeks, right? And then slink down to like minus 45 and then have a winning week. He'll just do lines.
Hey, listen.
He'll walk the line.
Hey, cunt, you can say all you want, but I didn't lose all of my money last year like you did. So I've got Tungo in there, though.
You did this.
Yeah, right. So I didn't lose all my money. Tungo, Alamotti, Herbie Farnworth.
Herbie.
The cunt's desperate to score a try. It's got to happen one of these weeks. He's fucking dying for one. Tungo, Alamotti, Herbie.
No one stings more for a rugby league try
than Herbie. He'll
He is
run.
so
like,
fucking keen. It's unbelievable.
you thought Justin Hodges had cut across the field. Herbie just will. He's like when you're playing a video game and you just got one guy. Anyway, 12-20. 12-20, guys.
Put that in the sheet for me, right?
Yeah, I'll do that for you.
I think I've got to break this Jenkins curse. It's been 2 weeks on the trot. I'm eyeballing it for a 3rd week in a row. I think the Panthers win. I think he'll cross on the left edge. 247. I need something this week.
You don't sound too happy, Roo.
I know, you sound like
Nah,
you're
boys,
depressed.
I've told you off the top. I'm very off. I'm all over the place. I'm all at sea. I've got to. I need a few things to fall my way.
Had you a good day?
Yes, had a good day this morning.
Had your daylights, daily
Had a
electrolytes?
day. I haven't been sorted out with any daylights
Yeah,
yet.
this is
Still
a
waiting.
huge salt granule from the Murray-Darling. It's the only naturally occurring pink salt in the Southern Hemisphere, which is in your daylights, daily electrolytes. So we'll get you some after this.
I need them.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like it when you're flat, mate. I like it when you're up and about.
Lippy
Me.
or Sebo?
I am going, as much as I want to get back to just the regular Gene sort of stuff, I am doing a poker machine bet here in Martin because last week I took my poker machine bet out with my Huddy and Nickera. It was the first game of the round. They're both back rowers. Martin's back rower. So I'm just going to try break the curse here. If it fails, sure, I can move on with my life. But Panthers, Martin, 443.
Sure. And who's the lippy this week?
I thought I'd give someone a crack because he's been hounding me, and it's Masters week, and he always sends through big slips from golf getting up. And I feel you can only have a crack if you're lippy a second time if you have like a Touchstone Pictures Presents sort of name. And you can kind of guess who it is, right? Like,
I'm trying to... Is it Jace Legacy?
yeah.
Yes, dude. I love it.
Legacy 2. Yeah.
Jace Legacy 2. I love Jace Legacy.
Jace
Fuck
Legacy
yeah, dude.
2.
Jace Legacy is back.
Fish, Bostock, Edwards, 673.
Welcome back, Legacy. You got
He
to
reckons a fish gets
You
up.
need more than 673.
Dude,
picking
that's the
fish.
worst bet I've ever seen.
Yeah,
the
that
fish
is.
into
Well,
Bostock.
sequels always are, dude.
Mate, holy shit. That's Zoolander 2 sort of
Yeah.
stuff. Fish, Bostock, Edwards, 673.
Legacy too.
Wow. That is awful.
Yep. All right. Next up, Dragons Titans at Wynn Stadium. $1.60 for the Dragons, $2.35 for the Titans. 4.5 the line, 49.5 the total points. Rando.
Should be reasonably dry for this one in Wollongong. 65% chance of rain during the game, but it'll only be a millimetre, so just dribbling. For tips here, the Titans, they're up against it, having never won at Wynn Stadium in their 6 games at the venue. Shane Flanagan also has the wood over Desi Hasler, winning his last 5 games against him as a coach, having not lost to him since 2013. For try scorers, I love the fullbacks here. Guffo, he's scored in each of his last 4 games against the Titans. He's $1.96, but for a bit more value, Jalen de Groot. He hasn't scored this season. However, the Dragons have conceded a try to a fullback in each game so far this season. We did see Isaiah Iongi break his season drought last week against them. He's a bit more value at $3.15.
Just before we go on, sorry, Legacy had fish plus 12.5 there.
Oh, that makes sense.
That makes
A lot more
for
sense.
Legacy.
I'm like, those odds are
Yeah. That's disgusting.
Yep.
That bet seems a little better.
Yep. I hate this game more than anything if
Do
I
ya?
look at it over the weekend. Because it's
very,
just like,
very 6 p.m.
Oh, bros. It's
I
Mr. 6 p.m.
love me Titans, but they're all over the shop. Take Tino out. Who knows what's going to happen? Dragons can, lose to the Eels and beat Melbourne within, 8 days or something.
Yep.
So when you get that sort of result, you just go, fuck it. I'm just going to look at a Drachma and just go overs or unders, right? Like
Oh, shit.
overs
okay.
or unders.
Oh,
Drachma bet.
Drachma bet because
Over under
total
is
points 49.5.
49.5.
I go head of the dragon sort of vibe is overs.
Heads overs.
Heads overs.
Tails unders.
Tails unders. Heads overs.
Overs. What's the weather again doing in that game?
It'll be dribbling during the game.
Dribbling.
I got PTSD from the fucking Drachmas. Still haven't recovered.
He would have been at the Baggy Grand Long Lunch.
Yeah.
He would be a member. The Drachma's fucked
the
him.
Drachma's
It was
fucked
he,
him.
he flipped it and picked the
Over
Panthers.
49.5.
Yeah, good old-fashioned Drachma fisting. All right, I have got Val and Tuipulotu on the left side for the Dragons, and Fafita, named on the bench, I reckon he will start. He's at $4.80 this week, boys, Fafita. I think that is a lot of bicky. Fafita, Val, Tuipulotu, $15.95.
You think Fafita will start, do you?
I reckon he's
He
every
did last
chance
week.
to.
Did he?
I just had him in my thing there, but I'd taken him out. But
There you go.
he's due. I've been on him the last couple of weeks.
He is due. Well, listen, I can't add him because Rando didn't say anything about Fafita, did you?
I don't. Well, he only had 5 carries last week against the Finns in 56 minutes. 65,
Stay
sorry.
away,
I'm just checking. I was just
Stay
checking if
away,
he'd
mate.
said anything. That's all.
I
it
didn't
was.
say anything, and please don't.
Fuck off, mate. Again, New Testament / Old Testament, Tom, but it is New Testament given this season. Just looking for anything over $10 here in a bet value. Christian Tuipulotu anytime. Obviously, that's fuck all at $1.65. But then you throw in an AJ, who I think maybe I pulled him out a couple of weeks ago, and I regret it. I regret doing that to him, so I'm bringing him back in at 260 odd, 290 for a fucking AJ. Yes, please. And then I'm going to throw in a Moses Sully, former Manly boy, and there's no other reason. I'm just trying to justify it, but he did play for Manly. So you throw those three together, 13.58. I don't hate it, but I mean, it means nothing to me either.
If I'm
It's a
gonna be
game
honest,
that means nothing.
When you get into this mode, I actually don't even hear what you're saying sometimes.
No, well, that's what I mean. But you acknowledge as much, right? You go, this is a meaningless game where I've just thrown 3 players together.
Yep.
But
And one of them is going to get up, though. I'll tell you that much.
that's what that's the point of this thing, dude. I can't just be getting $2.90 Guthos. I can't live that way.
You don't like that way?
Not one bet a week.
Yeah, true. I've just been keeping an eye on Jojo Fafita, who hasn't been banging lately. Last couple of weeks, she's gone without. I like Jojo this week. I
Was
think
Jojo out injured?
Yeah, he was
That's
out.
probably why
That's
it
why.
Would have been tough to score next week.
there you go. Well, he's back. So he's been like, whether he's playing or not, he hasn't scored. You know what I mean? Jojo's back. I like Titans plus 10.5. I don't think they get blown out. The Titans. Fuck, I didn't know that. I got to roll with it though. Jojo, Titans plus 10 up 290.
In what world can anyone have conviction around this fucking game?
Well, you can't.
You just can't.
Well, I just strike back through the games and go, Jojo hasn't scored. Great. Okay. Move on. I didn't know the fucking starting side of the Titans.
but the Titans look good, then they're shit. Dragons, fucking Melbourne.
Well, that's why this game is hard to predict, because the Titans off a loss, the Dragons off a loss. You know what I mean? Like, there isn't form there. Like, they should both get up for it. Are either of these sides good? I think instinct would tell me the Titans are better than the Dragons. I think Titans are a better bet. Dragons favourite.
Tino's out.
But Dragons favourite. Like, Dragons are...
The Titans feel like they're a bit as well, but they're also with a minus a Tino.
It's a tough game.
They're like
got
a
a guy
party
called
boy.
DeGroot
Like,
at fullback.
It's
Like,
I know, DeGroot. I keep reading that game going, that sounds like a radio name.
I think it is.
Right, yeah, right. Okay.
Who hasn't gone yet?
Lippy.
What's he doing?
Val, Tony F, and Dragons plus 4.5, 656. Dragons plus 4.5.
Who the fuck is Tony?
I was just about to say, there's not a hope in hell you know who Tony F is.
Tony Francis. We've been talking about
Some
him for
Sopranos
years.
character.
Tony F.
Yeah, didn't we say he was like Vice City and shit? Like,
I don't think that was him, dude.
That's Tommy Vassetti.
Yeah,
we said that
we were
about
saying
Tony.
that
Yeah.
Tony Francis reminds us of Tommy Vassetti.
Did
I
we?
don't know, maybe. I don't remember that.
656. I'm not loving I'm not loving this sequel, bro. Let me tell you.
All right, Broncos, Roosters, Suncorp. $1.18 for the Broncos, $5 for the Roosters. Are they now? Holy shit. Line is 5.5. Sorry, line is 15.5. Total points is 50.5. Rando.
2 to 3 millimetres expected in the Arvo, but should be dry for kickoff at Suncorp Stadium. The Roosters, they have won their last 4 games against the Broncos at Suncorp. Trent Robinson, he has won 7 of his last 8 games against Michael Maguire. And the Broncos, of course, they covered the line last week against the Tigers, but that was the first time they've done so in their last 12 games at Suncorp. So I don't mind the Roosters there to cover that plus 15.5 line. For try scorers, the Broncos' left edge is their weakest, with the right centre being the top try scoring position against them this season. Rob Toyer, he hasn't scored yet this season, but boy, he looked dangerous against the Broncos in round 1. He's $4.20 for this game.
I'm just going to go Roosters to win at
Same.
$5.
That's exactly what I was looking at there. I'm like, $5.
Roosters to win at $5. Fuck it. When you start to get into those sort of areas, just good to have a little look. Have a little nibsy.
And 5 is good enough for me to bloody have a nibs. You know what I mean? It's like it's a genuine nibs.
Oh,
you can
nibs at 5s.
Yeah.
You can nibs at 5s.
And I know I've been looking for 10s this week. 10s min, but I'll nibs at 5.
All they need to do is win. Done
Yeah.
it before this season. Do it again.
Seba?
Yep. I'm feeling that the Roosters just can't keep going this shit, right? Like, they just can't. I feel after they've just been getting pounded that Robbo's going to somehow instill some good defense into them. The Broncos...
Your mate's been replaced.
My mate?
Chatty
T, yeah. Yeah, exactly. So I think the defense is good. New halfback. Don't know how many points they got on him. Broncos...
Scots boy.
Is he? Broncos...
So he's a Scots boy? Are you sure?
Yeah, he is.
Why?
I thought he was a Waverley boy.
Let me check.
You would think that, mate.
It's all about you, man.
Has Waverley ever had anyone?
I'm willing.
He's a here 2020 Scots boy. The Scots College Old Boys Union have claimed
Did he
him.
go to Waverley? Okay.
Maybe he got bored.
Listen, he's
Rugby coach at Scots too.
where the fuck's Guru gone? Who's this
rattled.
bloke?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's a Waverley boy.
Full
Pretty sure
Scots boy.
Waverley's never produced anyone.
I've never heard anyone from...
Some of the greats.
Betting
Ryan
officer as well.
Cross, Luke Ricketson.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like
Azapelli
30 years
Fine.
ago.
How does
Ronald
he get
Volkman.
on his
Morgan Turanui.
on his
Righto.
LinkedIn at the moment? He's a betting officer part time as well at the moment.
Christ, on debut. What would that be fucking? Anyway, stay away. Sebo?
Look, so Roosters' attack might be a bit clunky, but I think they might put up a bit more D. Broncos, I haven't looked into it for more than a second, but I just feel if Reynolds is having a few little kind of hamstring, he does or he doesn't, blah blah blah. Like they're not gonna try flush him by 50 points. If they're like, get off at him, get off, and then. So I just feel that it's not going to be a blowout. I'm going under 50.5, $1.98. Could be completely wrong here. I've just got a bit of a vibe under.
This is just for the sake of just public interest, right? And this is maybe just civilian shit. Just because I was looking at some what is a young Scots boy on starting debut in a Roosters win? Does he sort of shepherd you, in a hunting season with a stag?
Did you say he's a betting officer?
Yeah,
His old man is on the bag at Randwick.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he goes and helps him out. But if you went to Havala,
So he gets on the bag at Randwick.
he does. He wouldn't be the first.
No.
Into a Stags, Roosters win $60.39. Just saying, just something there.
And you're just adding a Stags just because.
Well, because I'm saying if you were going to go on a stag,
Well, there's an
in a
ultimate
game where there's a
thing.
stag to be hunted, I'm just saying like that would be a
But
fucking
this is
bet
like
and a
the
half.
main mission, but that's a side quest over there.
Oh yeah,
Like
which if you haven't got on there, you're a fucking loser.
Hugo Savala, an alumni of Waverley Junior School.
Oh, cool. Right. Yeah, what preschool do you go to?
Yeah, it hurts. It's pretty confident on that one.
Yeah, no, that doesn't count, mate.
That's pretty dribbly. You know what primary school he went to, though. I will respect that.
Got a couple of birdies out here looking for a bit of mail for me.
Roo, what are you doing this game, mate?
I see your Roosters at $5. I don't mind it. For the same price, you can just get Angus Crichton to crash over Jack Goz, who is missing tackles at will at the moment. So Angus Crichton, best back rower in the world, $4.80. I will take him. He'll be on the same edge as Hugo Savala. They're actually both down at New South Wales Cup on the weekend. They sat next to each other chatting. Good little combination. I'm getting good vibes. So Gussie, $4.80. Thanks for coming.
Tell you what's a good sign. Last week, Guru goes, mate, you could get the Eels for $2.40 or for about the same price you could get Latrell. So he said that again, which I like for us.
Okay, good. Oh, fuck. Sorry, mate. Just hit
Keep layering it on. I'm here.
No, I am lowering.
Angus Crichton, also a Scots boy.
Yep.
There's like
is he?
50 of them in their fucking team. Yeah, you
Maybe he's
sure
a
he
Waverley.
wasn't?
Are you sure about that?
Want to go
mate?
into the junior school?
Yeah, fucking hell.
Lippy, Shibby, and Teddy, $7.43. Bit soulless as well.
Sequels always are, mate. We know that. Sharks, Seagulls, next game. In Perth. Fuck, I did not like hearing we were going to Perth after getting our butts fucked by the storm on the weekend. I was
But
like,
I
yeah,
think
we're
we went early,
flying to
didn't
Perth the next day.
Went early, mate.
No, I know. We had to get acclimatised.
So it's like a mini camp.
Yep. Sharks are $1.48. Manly $2.65. The line 5.5. Total 48.5. Rando.
It'll be 26 and sunny in Perth for this game. Now, the Seagulls, they've won all 3 games in Perth they've played in the NRL era. They have won their last 7 day games against bottom 8 opponents, and they've won 10 of their last 13 day games against the Sharkies. So I don't mind them for the upset. For try scorers, Mawini Hiroti has scored in each of his last 3 NRL games. The Sharks left centre has scored in all 5 games this season. Manly have also conceded a try to a left centre in 2 of their last 3 games. But of course, can't miss him. Hamoli, he plays his 100th game this week. Whilst he hasn't scored in a milestone game yet, he has scored in his last 2 against the Sharks.
I've got him in.
Yep.
I've got him in. It feels like one where he hasn't scored for a couple of weeks.
Ages.
He's due.
Who, Hamole?
Hamole.
He's got to score this week. He's too good not to score for fucking 5
Been like
weeks in a
3
row.
weeks or something.
Yeah.
Or like the first week.
We're
And
all
you're
on. He's
getting-
not scoring.
You're getting $3 for him.
We're all on. He's not scoring.
No, it happens from time to time.
Hasn't happened in my time.
Hasn't been in my time either, but fuck it. I don't care. I'll just get my new Old Testament bet out of the way for everyone.
Oh, we're literally. But if we're all on it, including the Lippy, does that change anything?
that
I
makes
think
it
it makes it
even
worse.
worse.
I think it makes it notably worse.
Well, feel free for you guys to drop him out. I will not be. I've got Clayton Fualalo, mine and Eddie's mate, on the wing for Manly. He scored a good try on the weekend.
Just not in the trial.
Not in the trial where we had heaps of money on him. But I'm going him into Hamole. And then I didn't like Manly's defence last week. I don't know how you could. But we looked a little leaky in the middle. And so if I'm just trying to,
That's a hot take.
if I'm trying to juice this bitch or at least take advantage of what's been some leaky defence, I'm throwing an AFB in there, 1960. Again, you know the drill this week, guys. Get off my back. Sebo.
I'm just standing out Hamole. Again, it's a bit of a pokey machine bet for me. I've been on him. I think every week he's featured in a Manly league. This will be not the last time ever, but I'll just take a bit of a break from Hamole, for 2 or 3 weeks if it doesn't happen. And I just hate the Sharks. No, like I
They're
don't.
so weak, dude.
They just like I said it last year. Sharks and Cows. I hate them from a punting perspective. I like the plays, but they're just so hard to. You have no idea what they're going to do most of the time. So I'm just hoping Hamole crashes over. I'm staying away from results. I've got no fucking idea. $3.
I've talked a lot of shit about the Sharks over the last sort of 3 or 4 weeks about their lack of an underbelly. If you watch the Raiders game last Thursday night, you'll notice that with Huddy Young, heard of him, in the bin, they take the 2. They just don't have any mongrel in them. And as much as I like the players, I think the club is weak. And so then, for those reasons, I need to pick Manly this week. I need to stick with my constitutions. I need to stick with my gut. I think Manly get the job done. Hamole, for reasons that Tom and Rando said, he's fucking due, baby. He's due. And Cooler, they're going to him a lot. And he's just a hungry boy near the line. A hungry, hungry boy. $14.13. If we're going to Perth, I might as well try to get some value.
That's a nice looking bet. I like that. I've gone Olaquatu over 44.5, little BYO line, and then Manly plus 12.5, $5.14.
Lippy, Hamole, Clayton Falalo, and Manly W, 974.
Okay. Let's move on. Next is Rabbitohs v. the Cows, also in Perth. 2.10 for the Rabbits, $1.75 the Cows, 1.5 the line, 49.5 the total. Injuries for the Bunnies, but it's like, oh, you bring Trell into the halves, fucking big whoop. Fucking, it's not that bad, is it?
Fucking.
Rando?
Once again, 26 and sunny in Perth. The Rabbitohs, they have lost 5 of their last 6 games played interstate, including each of their last 3 games in Perth. The Cowboys, they have won their last 5 meetings against the Rabbitohs as a favourite. Also won their last 2 games, beat the defending premiers last week. Don't know if you heard about it. So I don't mind the Cowboys there to cover the line minus 1.5. For try scorers, we are looking at the young bloke Jackson Purdue. He's scored in 3 of his last 4 games. The Rabbitohs' weakest defensive edge is their right, and the Cows' strongest attacking edge is their left. A left centre has scored in 2 of the last 3 games against the Rabbitohs. He's $3.10 Purdue for this game.
Purdue.
Yep. I mean, I've got him in mind. I want to stay away from results here. Who knows what's going to happen with the Bunnies' new kind of spine and whatnot. So I had him in Gray, just a double ender. Love Jai Gray. I mean, what's going to happen? Is he going to win the Dally M if he stays in the team? He's about 4 points out. Those 2, 8.35. Not bad for what, a centre and a fullback who scored almost every week. 8.35. I'll take it.
Have you seen how much smaller he looks when he takes his headgear off? Like,
how tall is he actually?
dude, he's like fucking. He's like 4 foot something.
No, but what would he?
5'5", I think.
He's smaller than a jockey. Who's the jockey?
Bowman.
Bowman.
Well, when he stands next to the mascot, he doesn't have much on him. And that man has been shrinking for 70 years.
But dude, when he takes his headgear off, you're like, holy fuck, he looks even smaller and younger. Like he's got like a young face.
He would have been like the toughest like toddler to control. You know, like he would have just been running back.
Jack
and
Russell.
Yeah, Jack just go because like
Yeah.
he's 5'7" and at fullback.
But that's with like
Boots
Mayo
and a headgear and Mayo.
and Mayo, yeah. And lifts.
But he's leading the Dally M, which is crazy.
Yep.
Short King.
All right. Eddie, you go, mate. You lead us off.
It's DILF season. We all know this to be true. It's the year of the DILF. And I'm going to bet with a DILF. A new DILF, Jai Arrow, had a kid the other day. $3.70.
That's all Jai Arrow's paying to score a try?
Yep.
Could be wrong. Didn't Drinky have a kid last week too?
Yeah,
he
he's had a
did.
couple of games since having the kid.
Okay.
And he
So
didn't
Jai had a kid yesterday, I think.
Yeah, he did.
So I just
370.
like it. I'm not going to walk past a DILF bet. I'm just not going to. Are the odds incredibly arousing? No, they're not. But a DILF bet's a DILF bet.
Dude. That is
DILF bet's a DILF bet, Tom.
Yep. No, I'm
Simple
with
as
you.
that.
Yep. Ruru, what are you doing?
I'm going to take Gray as well, playing some great footy at the moment. And then I think the Bunnies
Great
can...
footy?
Some great footy. Yeah, not bad from you.
Nice.
And then I think the Bunnies can go over there and pull an upset. I think there'll be too much expectation on them. I don't know who the fuck the Cowboys are yet. So, Gray, Bunnies, 4.46.
Sebo?
Already gone.
Oh, you're gone. Sorry, mate. I think I'm sensing a Bunnies humping. I think that the Bunnies are still just good. Like, they're a good team. They've got Wayne. You can shake your head all you want, Rando, but you don't know.
I feel even
fucking
more.
thing.
I think the Cowboys are going to win now that you're going to go on a
Well,
Rabbitohs
listen, that's
humping.
always a very good chance. But I'm going for a humping.
Broken
here.
the curse.
I'm going for a humping from the Rabbitohs, Trell in the halves, and around Trell points will come. So I've got South to win. I've got Trell to score, AJ to score, Jai Gray to score, Keon Kolomatangi to score. 49.04.
Yeah, this is Old Testament.
This is humping season.
This is Tom goes. I'm 30. I'm minus 30. I can probably win from here.
Yeah.
If I just hold the line.
No, he's just holding until someone else drops down to his left.
Don't
That's all he's
listen, dude. All I need is a couple of these to come off. This is gambling. Don't pretend. Don't sit up here and pretend like anyone has any fucking idea what's going to happen. I'm having a crack here at greatness.
Well, maybe if you like,
Latrell to
some of us
score?
are in the positives
Hey.
after 6 weeks.
Yeah,
of this
that's
shit.
all right. That happens, dude. Hey, Icarus, calm down, buddy. It can turn bad real quick. We all know it. You had $10 left last year, and I'm sure there was some point where you were in the positive.
Because I kept trying. I'm like,
Bullshit you did. The end of the fucking thing was you having to hold on for grim death. Let's go look at your bets from the end of the fucking season, cunt. I'm in bad shape.
Look, he's not in great shape.
I'm in bad shape.
You were betting at the end of last year to allow you to unit scoop.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
yeah, not in round 5 though.
Yeah, I'm in bad shape.
Is it round 6 this week?
Yeah.
There's 27 rounds. Yeah, not good.
Not good, dude. Not good. Anyway, I appreciate everyone's support at this tough time.
I love the Lippy's bet. You know, like in a movie where the bad guy's dead and then he opens his eyes and you're like, oh, fuck, we're back on here. I haven't seen a first, second or third for a while.
Yeah, it's been a
That's
while.
actually a good bet, dude.
And I can see it next
Legacy's
week.
brought it back.
That's a good bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've all forgot about the market, haven't we?
Be back next week.
Yeah. But that's I like that. Fuck.
AJ first, second or third, Trell 820.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, let's move on. Eels Raiders. We're at TIO Stadium. Where is that?
Darwin.
Okay. $2.75 for the Eels, $1.46 for the Raiders. 6.5 to line, 47.5 to total points. Rando.
So 5.4 millimeters of rain expected during the day for this one. It's going to feel like 38 during the day. At night, it'll be 29, but a bit drier with 84% humidity. So it's going to be hot, sweaty, probably a lot of drop ball. The Eels, they've lost their last 3 matches they've taken to Darwin by 10 or more points. Whilst the Raiders haven't beaten the Eels in Darwin in their 2 games against them, they have won their last 7 games against bottom-placed teams on the ladder. On top of that, the Raiders have won 10 of their last 12 games as favourite against the Eels, covering the line in 6 of their last 8 games. So I do like the Raiders there to cover the line. For try scorers, the Fox, he's at $2. He's scored in 5 of his last 6 games, scored a double last time he played the Raiders, and left wingers have scored 5 tries in 5 games against the Raiders this season.
Like it, mate. We're on similar wavelengths, you and I, big fella. I just think that, again, with my thoughts and feelings around teams playing grand finals and then going on to lose the next week, the Eels had to get the fuck up for that win last week. A lot of emotions were used. I think the Raiders are a much better side. 6.5 points seems like fuck all to me. I'm going to triple the arse out of that bass boy. Raiders minus 6.5 tripled.
Root.
Against an Eels side without Lomax as well.
Yeah, huge. I think this game under is 48.5. I like that in the conditions up there. And I'm going to take Will Pensini. Lomax out. A few key fellas up there. He's moved back to right centre. I think he'll have a good game. So 5.95 Pensini under 48.5.
Sebo.
I'm just researching a bit of BYO lines here. If you want to go.
Okay, well, I'd realised that I was also waiting to hear some rando stats and then realised I wasn't listening. So I'm just going to go again, Tommy Value, the king of value they call me over here.
The king of value. No, I think it's the king of long odds at Dane.
Well, no, king of value, mate. Tommy Val Holmes. I'm
Something's high price doesn't mean it's value.
No, it's Tommy Value, dude. That's what they're calling me. I'm not making these names up for myself. I'm going to go Josh Adokar at $2. I think that's value for a winger to score. I like it. I mean, if you get a winger over $2, it's Joshy Carr. I'm going to go a Huddy
Value
Young.
would have been Tupou 325 for the Roosters.
Well, I'm not. This is a different
In a
game.
winger. But I'm telling in terms of value.
Yeah, but Josh Adokar at $2 is value. Same way you get a fucking...
But the Eels have scored like 6 tries this season.
Listen, dude, Tommy Value is on the mic. I'm going Adokar, I'm going Huddy, and I'm going to throw in Matty Nicholson.
Oh my God, because he scored last week.
Because he scores, dude.
I mean, it might actually happen this one.
That's not a bad one. 1608.
That's probably the best one you've done.
Well, you were just laughing at it.
I still am.
Yeah.
But I'm saying it's the best one you've
Thank you.
done.
Thanks,
is what
dude.
I said.
I couldn't find any BYO stuff that I really like, so I'm just going the unders here, $1.90. I feel the Raiders, great defense. The Eels, I just don't know if they can get up again. They played their grand final last week, right? Like they gave it all, everything they have, and they don't have a Lomax now. So under 47. What is the line?
Literally.
Speech, isn't he?
Pretty much,
you
yeah.
didn't listen to a thing you said. I did. The exact same thing.
Yeah, they played the grand final last week. Yep, tick.
Yeah, no Lomax.
No Lomax. Can they get up again? Unlikely. Yeah.
I wasn't listening. I was trying to find a BYO line.
Listen to anyone's fucking bets.
No, that's all right. No respect whatsoever.
Yeah, $1.90.
Yeah.
Lippy.
Sebi, Chris, Zach, Lomax, Eels plus 15.5, 706.
Zach Lomax isn't playing, so it just drops out, I assume.
Yeah, we'll change that up.
Sweet. Next game here, Storm v. the Warriors at Amy Park. $1.15 for the Storm, $5.60 for the Warriors, 16.5 the line, and 51.5 the total points. Rando.
It's going to be hot in Melbourne for this one, 31 and sunny. Now, the Storm, of course, they have won their last 16 games against the Warriors, having not lost to them since 2015. However, the Warriors, they have won their last 3 games as an underdog and covered the line in 9 of their last 11 games as a dog as well. So don't mind them to cover that plus 16.5. For try scorers, Jerome Hughes has scored 4 tries in his last 5 games. He scored 5 tries in his last 5 games at Amy Park. The Warriors' left side defence is their weakest, whilst the Storm's right side attack is their strongest. For a bit more value, Rocco Berry has scored 3 tries in his last 5 games. Whilst he hasn't scored against the Storm in his career, the Storm have conceded a try to a left centre in each of their 4 games this season, including a double last week.
I've included Rocco Berry. He's not a Ramian level, but he is like you just bought a T-shirt, he walked out the store and he never wear it again. Like he's that kind of guy in a multi where it's just like, why don't I go there?
I got a few of those.
The chick said I look good in it, but like I just don't.
It's not me.
It's not.
It's not for me.
Yeah.
It's not me. Yeah, it's striped.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go the opposite of that, and the cleanest bet is just Katoa.
Yeah. He's just a white shirt, isn't he?
He's just a fucking white shirt, you know, that kind of box, loose fit. Even Kmart's doing them these days.
Yeah.
Like $15 from Kmart.
The problem is they still shrink no matter what you wash.
Yeah,
them
but
in.
you get, you know,
you got to get like
you
12
figure out your
sizes too big.
sizing and everything like that. Like it's just a white. Everyone can just wear a white.
You figure out
t-shirt.
your pre-wash sizing.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm just 220. Like, I mean, it's a back row, it's low, but it's the Storm. We're probably going to put 50 on a few teams this year. Warriors might be one of them. 220, I'll take it. I'm so close to tripling it, but I see someone else might have done something somewhat like that, and I'm staying away from jumping on that.
Okay.
Speaking of, Tom, can I get your bet, please, mate?
Mate, I'm making it up right now, so don't worry about it.
You don't need your bet before I lock mine in.
No, mine were made up, but there's the last 2 I'm still making up, so I wouldn't be going with me. I was going to go scope bet. It was paying like $5. I'm like, no, I'm not doing the scope bet. So you're going to have to go, mate.
No, I need your bet before I lock
Well, there's
mine
no
in,
way that's going to happen,
unfortunately.
so you're going to have to, because I can see that you've gone Pappy and Katoa triple stake, so I might just have to do that. No, Edward, what are you doing?
I actually find it quite difficult to bet on Storm games.
Same.
I just struggle to get a vibe for them and how they're going to play. But again, with that in mind, you just know that you can put a white T-shirt on and get the job done. That's what I'm going to do. And Jerome Hughes, who just a good style of a bloke, really. And I feel like the Hughes-Katoa combination hits a lot. Just as a combo. That could be complete fucking bullshit, but it's just a vibe. I've got 563. What are you doing,
I'm going to go.
What are you
Scope
cooking?
bet.
I'm going to go a first try scorer. I'm going to go Katoa first try
Fucking
scorer,
motherfucker.
$12. What's wrong with that cunt?
He does score first, I feel like.
He scored second.
Oh, he scored second in that
Scored
game.
second.
Yeah.
That's where I'm going to go back there and see what we can do. Katoa $12 against his old club. What are you doing, Guru?
Guru, have a crack, son.
What are you doing, mate?
Sebo, you got a Drachma on you? No, you flick it. I'm not flicking it
No,
off.
you got to flick your own Drachma, dude. That's even worse. Like.
Okay, so I'm now deciding if I go Pappy and Katoa or if I just go Pappy. I don't like that everyone's on Katoa, so what am I dealing with here? A dragon or a head? Okay, heads, I will go Pappy and Katoa. Okay, I'm just going Pappy. Triple stake.
Happy triple staked.
At what?
Don't know. I think he's at like $1.80, $1.90.
He is
Someone check that for me. I want to say
$1.73.
Ooh.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
He didn't look close.
It's like 8 units.
He only
bro.
was lucky to get
I'm
one
not
at the
going
end
to
there
triple.
last
I'm just
No,
going
you're
to.
only triple.
I can't change it now.
You can't change your
fuck off,
Drachma
mate.
bet ever. Like that's the rule. If you,
We've always said that.
We've always
No,
said
it's
it.
in stone. It's just if he doesn't get up, it's going to cost you 8 units. That's all.
That's huge.
Okay, now
Or
fuck it.
8.5.
I'll stick with my original Pappy and Qatar, whatever.
Triple.
No, you can't. Then you got to get the
Drachma
Drachma.
betted, dude.
Fuck the Drachmas.
No. Oh. That's what got you. That's why you went to the bag eating long lunch with language like that.
Pappy, Katoa, triple stakes. Let's drive into the storm.
Wow.
Oh, that was a lot. That was emotional. Okay.
I don't think that pick gets up now because
He's all at sea there.
Well, it's just it was disrespectful to the
Watch fucking Pappy score now. And wait, so you Pappy and Katoa?
Yeah,
Pappy won't score.
Pappy won't score. Well, yeah, you fucked it. You fucked everyone somehow.
Yeah, because it was like he scored at the end against Manly when they put like a shitload of points on him. It was lucky because they didn't need him there really. Munster was the other guy there, but Munster's like, here you go.
Or Pappy will score and score and Katoa won't.
yeah.
It's one or the other.
Can't tell you how much I don't want to talk about this anymore. I'm so fucking done.
That was an absolute train wreck. I know I'm a train wreck, right? But that whole thing was a train wreck.
So
Let me toss a coin for Drachma.
I'm gonna flip a coin because we're all on
Or like,
Katoa.
I'm not betting until you bet.
And then I don't take it. And then when I do take it, I decide that the odds are too low. So then I go against the Drachma and go on an anti-Drachma rant.
And go back to my old bet. Huge, dude. That was chaos. That was tough to watch.
Yeah, it was.
Coming from me, it's a bad thing to hear. We've got the Storm. We got the Knights and the Tigers. McDonald Jones, last game of the round. Nice 4 p.m. shit show. Round. $1.65 for the Knights, $2.25 for the Tigers. The line 3.5. The total 45.5. Rando.
It's going to be sunny and 25 in Newcastle for this game. Now, the Knights, they have won 4 of their last 5 regular season games with Phoenix Crossland at halfback. The Tigers, they have won just 3 of their last 20 Sunday Arvo games. And the Knights, they're on a 7-game win streak against the Tigers. I've been wanting to try and tip the Tigers, but the stats really do line up here with the home favourites. For try scorers, Fletcher Sharp, he's scored 5 tries in 2 games against the Tigers, 7 tries in his last 4 games at McDonald Jones Stadium, and a left half has scored in 2 of the last 5 games against the Tigers this season.
I'm reverting back to some different vibes here, but this is sort of a throwback to, oh, fuck, Eddie, you've done that. I won't do it. That's exactly the same bet I was going to do. Fuck. From the weekend, you've got Tigers tough and Toa.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm doing it then. Fuck that.
Yeah.
We were on Toa on the weekend in the pot bet. We were trying to close out the week, and we were like sort of chucking in ideas for like what to put our final big fucking go on. And Toa was paying $4. $4.25.
I go, bro, that is such a good bet. And then we put it to the people and I go, what the
like,
fuck?
you fucking
Don't you
clowns.
fucking bet our fucking money on stuff and Toa. Like, all right. So we had to put it on like a $30 multi and it obviously didn't get up.
Yeah.
But I'm like, fuck the punter and the dribbler. I'm going back to Toa this week. And I like the Tigers because in the green room earlier, Cody Totes heard of him, big Tigers dick rider, was like, the Knights suck, dude. Tigers are value this week. And I tend to agree with him. $5.48 for that bet. I don't mind it at all.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
The Knights look like shit against the Dogs. I know they're a good defensive side, but they were dropping everything.
Yep.
They were so unsexy, the Knights. Christ alive. Yep. Tigers Toa. Like it. Love it.
Did the Knights have someone coming back in? Like, I know they got a lot of injuries.
KPP.
Big fella.
He's back, so.
Speed Dubs.
When's your window?
I think it starts in 2 weeks.
Well, hang on. I want you. Are you moving that?
I think it's 8
that
to
around?
11. I think it
I
was.
don't remember that.
Okay.
I remember
It's coming soon.
I remember it being like 5 to fucking 9.
It was 8 to 11. Fuck you guys.
Check the tapes.
Check the tapes.
Sebo?
I really just was pissed off on Sunday night. I had a clear runway for that game, basically. Like, I just had the living room to myself almost, and it's just a piece of shit, thanks to the Knights. Terrible footy, because I needed them to only lose by 1 to 12. So I'm just
Sharp was good.
Yeah. I mean, I was just so disappointed at the beginning of the season. I thought the Knights had figured out through ball, PlayStation, FIFA update footy. I thought that's what they were doing. And then they've just gone back to just doing nothing, dropping balls, all that sort of shit. Like, there's just, there's not much footy in that side. They're honestly There honestly isn't. I know that's going to come back to bite me now after I said that because maybe I'm just trying to, wake them up a little bit, wake Ponga up because maybe I'm going to buy him a Supercoach. I don't know. But I'm taking Tigers 1-12. I just have been betting on that a lot recently. I feel it's a good bet for $3.35. I wanted to love the Knights. I just don't.
I hear. Fuck the Knights.
They're just so boring. It's like,
They were so boring on
They're
Sunday
so
night. That
boring.
was so boring.
It was frustratingly boring.
just so boring.
Rue?
I've got Tigers 1-12. I'm with you boys, and Skelton returning this week. $5.58. Tigs 1-12. Skelton.
Do you believe in it?
Nope.
I
Not even
think
a little
the Knights
bit.
get up now after this whole thing.
Yeah.
Fuck. What's Lippy doing?
Gagai Taruva Tigers are plus 12.5, 7.47.
Don't hate that.
No,
I don't hate that.
bit of a plus. Yeah.
All right, should we get some unit scoopers and get the fuck out of here? We're in a hot seat, and then we'll get out of
Yes,
here.
please.
Let's go. Yes, please. Edward?
I'm doing an Azaki, mate. I figured I'm picking them okay at the moment. So if I'm in decent form, I should have a crack at an Azaki as opposed to doing it when I'm just all at sea like a guru or something. You know what I mean? Panthers minus 7.5. Titans plus 4.5. Roosters plus 15.5. Manly plus 5.5. Cowboys minus 1.5. Raiders minus 6.5. Warriors plus 16.5. And the Tigers plus 3.5. Paying $182.57.
Pretty good that you're on a lot of the plus sides. Because
I like the pluses.
amateur Azaki people will just always take the favourites at minuses because they're like, they're going to beat them. It's like,
Yeah.
but you're not that's not how you
No, I
need
think
to
there's a
think
few
about-
pluses this week. Yeah.
You'd rather be on a lot of the pluses.
Rue, what are you doing down there, mate?
I've got a few pluses. I've got Manly plus 8.5, Chooks plus 18.5, Tigers plus 8.5, Bunnies plus 6.5. Then I've got the Panthers to win outright, and I've got Pappy to cross, $16.50. I desperately need one of these to fall my way.
Yep, I hear you, buddy. Sebo.
I'm going over to Augusta to the Masters, and I'm going to take big boy Bryson just to complete this face turn redemption arc kind of thing and win a green jacket after being essentially the biggest loser in golf. He's now the face of golf, and just getting that jacket on him would just seal the
It'd
deal.
be biblical.
Yeah, it would just be like, how's that happen? Like WWE writers will be studying it. They'll, it'll be a case study in school, like how to go from a loser to a hero in 18 months. Like,
Is he cursed though because he said Augusta's like a past 78 for him?
yeah, but that was when he was a loser, right? So he was like, oh, it's a past 70 for me. I'll try
past
out
70
drive
rather.
the thing, and it didn't work. And then he had the incident with the rope at his lowest point where he tripped over the rope, got him, and then he got really angry and, slammed his club down. And it's like, everyone's like, okay, you're gone. You're gone. You're a loser. And now he's
back.
He's back. And if he gets this, he's just like
All the way back.
all the way back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm on it for that.
Okay, I like it. I'm trying to pick the round. Now, I'm just trying to make sure that this is correct because this feels too juicy for a father of three. Can someone just check my working for me here? I'm just going Panthers, Dragons, Roosters, Manly, Souths, Raiders, Storm, Tigers. Put all that together. 235.55.
Well, you got a team at $5 in there. So.
Well, they're going to win, so I'm just trying to make sure.
$230.
235.55.
Wow.
Wow.
Just for
Just to pick the
pick the
round.
round. That seems- that's
get
outrageous.
that, dude. You never get that.
Because of the $5 chookie.
Yeah, bruh.
Nice.
Fucking oath. 235.55. Let's get that across the line, would we, Chooks? That'd be fucking hot as shit. I'd be indebted to you forever. And you know what, Eddie? Who are our friends now at the Roosters? Sandon Smith. You know, there's a positive vibe there. Sam Walker.
There, mate, we
We're
are
our friends.
Dear friends. $5. You don't walk past $5 in the
No,
street.
you don't. Anyway, let's get to the hot seat and get the fuck out of here.
It's quickly Legacy because he.
Oh, yeah, sorry, Legacy.
He's got a T20 multi for the Masters. He's got Scotty Chef T10, then Rory, Colin and Xander T20, then Fleetwood, Arberg, Lowry and Rahm T40 for $20.88. And I said I'd throw him a bone, and if he can throw $10 on, he thinks Xander's going to win. So I said, you are Legacy. I've seen your bet slips before. This is the sequel. You can have a $10 shot at Xander outright as well.
So he's got 2 scoopers.
Yeah, 2 scoopers.
Wow, Sebo changing the
if-
rules to fit his mates.
Well, we don't
Jump
have
for the
to have
boys.
it. We don't have to have it.
No, I
but
like it.
I feel if you get a sequel opportunity.
You get 2 scoopers.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. All right. Let's get to the hot seat. All right, punters and dribblers, shock horror, I'm back in the hot seat. I don't know how the fuck I did that. Basically, well, I do actually. You just jump on the back of Eddie's triples, and I'm trying to death ride him. I'll be honest, that might be considered mean-spirited, but that's what this is about. The way that I see it, if it gets up, if his triple gets up like it did last week, then good for me. But if it gets down, if it loses, sure, I lose my hot seat, but Eddie's triple goes down. That's all this is. I'm in the fucking fight of me rugby league life right now. I'm in the bones of me ass. My boat's sinking. I'm trying to bail water. It's a fucking nightmare. And I know you all see it. And I appreciate all of the words of discouragement. In that vein of thought, I'm going to get on Raiders -6.5. Raiders -6.5. I think it'll probably happen. I think it's a good bet from Eddie, but again, if it doesn't, who gives a fuck? So that's it. That's a hot seat bet. Tommy Burns. All right, that's us, punters and dribblers. Done for another week. Thanks for tuning in. We love you. We appreciate you. And we love Neds as well. Make sure, if you feel like having a little look at more shots, jump into the About Even group. Follow along on the Neds app. That's Thursday night. I'm just going to get that up again for everyone, just so we make sure. Thursday night, Wentworth Park, race 5, 8:25. Number 6, more shots. And if you're coming to the race day, which you should be, tickets are in the show notes, in the bios on our Instagram, all that shit. That's the 19th of April. We will see you next week.
What's gambling really costing you? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.